At this point in time, once again, allow me to take you through the finger millet varieties as our lesson 3. As we are aware, finger millet is one of the crops traditionally whereby those who do the farming, they source the seeds locally from the neighbors or from the markets. But at this point, I'd like to introduce to you to improved, certified and clean seeds that one can use to get high yields. This variety, which is called Kagwimi 1 or Ohale 1, can be grown in areas with low to high altitudes ranging from 0 to 2,500 meters above sea level. And those areas include, like in Western Kenya, the counties are Busia, Bungoma, Kakamega and Vihiga. In Nyanza, Homa Bay, Migori, Kisumu, Siaya, Kisii and Nyamira. Eastern Province, that is in the counties are in Kitui, Makueni, Machakos, Tharaka, Oroniti, Embu, Meru. Can also do well in Rift Valley counties such as Kajiado, Narok, Bomet, Baringo, Elgeyo Marakwet, West Pokot and Turkana. In Central, it can be grown in Murang'a, Kirinyaga and Nyeri, as well as all coastal counties, that is Lamu, Kilifi, Tana River, Kwale and Taita Taveta. That is where that variety can be grown. Another improved and certified variety of finger millet that one can use is what we call IE 4115, or rather another name is called Kagwimi 2. This is also another good variety which takes 88 to 131 days to reach maturity. It is also a high yielding variety which produces 1.32 to 6.06 tons per hectare. It is resistant to blast, striga and roaching. It is also drought tolerant, and this variety is erect. That means it has erect plant type with straight panicles, and those panicles at the end of the day they produce brown grains in color. And this one is different from Ohale 1 since it has purple leaves, stem, nodule and a panicle pigmentation. That is the Kag variety, and that variety is also adapted to a wide range of areas with low to high altitudes ranging from 0 to 2,500 meters above sea level. And those areas, They include Western, the counties from Western, Nyanza, Eastern, Rift Valley, Central, and the Coast. Another third variety is called Kasimi 42. Kasimi 42 or Kak Wimbi 3. The variety is a robust plant type with thick stem and large open panicles. Like the other two varieties that we've looked at, Kasimi 42 is also a high yielding producing variety which can produce around 1.29 to 6.35 tons per hectare. It matures between 87 to 130 days. It is also tolerant to drought, resistant to blast, striga, and roaching. If you can see, most of these improved varieties, they are resistant to blast, striga, and roaching. They are tolerant to drought and high yielding. So those characteristics, they cut across most of these improved and certified varieties. This Kasimi 42 also does well in areas with low to high altitudes ranging from 0 to 2,500 meters above sea level. This is also another good adapted variety in different areas. It can be grown in Western Kenya, counties like Busia, Bungoma, Kakamega, and Vihiga. In Nyanza, Homa Bay, Migori, Kisumu, Siaya, Kisii, and Nyamira. Eastern Province, counties like Kitui, Makueni, Machakos, Tarakaniti, Embu, Meru. In Rift Valley, Kajiado, Narok, Bomet, Baringo, Elgeyo Marakwet, West Pokot, and Turkana. In Central, it can do well in Murang'a, Kirinyaga, and Nyeri, and all coastal counties. That is Lamu, Kilifi, Tana River, Kwale, and Taita Taveta. Those are the characteristics of the Kak Wimbi 3. The next variety is called Kasimi 72, or another name is Kak Wimbi 4. This variety has a robust plant type with thick stem, large open panicles, and brown grain. The thick stem is the one which makes most of these varieties to be resistant to loaching. It is also a high yielding variety, producing 1.4 to 5.5 tons per acre. As I've said earlier, it is resistant to striga and roaching. It is also tolerant to blast. If you remember other varieties, they have been resistant to blast, but this one is tolerant to blast as well as tolerant to drought. This maturity period is 87 to 130 days. That's when Those are the days that it takes to reach physiological maturity for the Kasimi 72 or Kagwimbi 4 does well in areas with low to high altitudes ranging from 5 to 2,500 meters above sea level. If you remember the other varieties, the altitudes were ranging from 0, but with this one, it begins from 5 to 2,500 meters above sea level. That means it is adapted to highlands, and those areas include western counties like Busia, Bungoma, Kakamega, and Vihiga, in Nyanza, Homa Bay, Migori, Kisumu, Siaya, Kisii, and Nyamira, eastern Kitui, Makueni, Machakos, Tharaka-Nithi, Embu, Meru, Rift Valley, Kajiado, Narok, Bomet, Baringo, Elgeyo Marakwet, West Pokot, and Turkana, Central in Murang'a, Kirinyaga, and Nyeri, and all coastal counties, that is Lamu, Kilifi, Tana River, Kwale, and Taita Taveta. Another newly released variety is what we call Kasimi 49, or rather Kagwimbi 5. This Kagwimbi 5 variety is high yielding, hence can produce 1.2 to 5.68 tons per hectare. It is striker and roaching resistant. That means it can resist striker infested fields and it does not roach. It is blast tolerant and has medium maturity, which ranges from 92 to 132 days to reach physiological maturity. It has erect plant type, having panicles with twist and prominent thumb finger. It produces, when threshed, the color of the grains are brown. The Kasimi 49 or Kagwimbi 5 does well in areas with low to high altitudes ranging from 5 to 2,500 meters above sea level. Those areas are in western Kenya, Nyanza, eastern Rift Valley, central and coast provinces. All those counties that are found in those areas, the variety is adapted to such areas. The next variety is Kagwimbi 6 or Kasimi 65. The Kagwimbi 6 variety is early maturing. It takes a shorter time to reach physiological maturity, that is 92 to 120 days, and it is a high yielding variety producing 1.2 to 4.3 tons per hectare. In addition, it is resistant to striga and roaching, but tolerant to blast and drought. It is also characterized with profuse tillering. This is one of the varieties that can produce a good number of tillers with tiny stem. As there are many, they compete for nutrients and space. That is why they produce tiny stem, resulting to small to medium open panicles with small grain in size and brown in color. It is grown in lowlands to mid-range altitude areas ranging from 5 to 1,500 meters above the sea level. This is a variety for low-land areas, and those areas are like in western Kenya, Nyanza, eastern Rift Valley, coast and central counties like Murang'a and Kirinyaga. That is where the variety is adapted. It requires in areas where there is some warmth. We have also another variety which is called GPK 029646A, and in short it is another name. It is called Kiswimbi 1. This is another newly released variety which is striker and roaching resistant, tolerant to blast disease. It is drought tolerant and high yielding, producing 1.4 to 4.4 tons per hectare. It is also an erect plant type, early maturing variety taking between 89 to 119 days to reach physiological maturity. It is large, straight. It has large, straight, cream white panicles with prominent thumb, finger, and at the same time it has what we call finger branches. It also does well, or it is adapted in lowlands to midlands with altitude ranging between 5 to 1,500 meters above sea level. And those areas are Busia, Bungoma, Kakamega, Vihiga, that is in western Kenya, Homa Bay, Migori, Kisumu, Siaya, Kisii and Nyamira from Nyanza. Then from eastern we have Kitui, Makueni, Machakos, Tharaka Nithi, Embu and Meru. Rift Valley, it can be grown in Kajiado, Narok, Bomet, Baringo, Elgeyo Marakwet, West Pokot and Turkana. At the same time, it can be grown in all coastal counties and central counties. Those are the areas in which the Kiswimbi 1 is adapted and be grown. Another variety is Maridadi. From the word go, this variety physically it looks good, and another name is called U15. This Maridadi is an early maturing variety which takes 90 to 110 days to mature. It is resistant to blast, striga, and roughing, and most farmers like it because it is easy to thresh and winnow. It is a high-yielding variety producing 1.32 to 6.60 tons per hectare. This variety does well in areas with low to high altitudes ranging from 0 to 2,500 meters above sea level, which include Busia, Bungoma, Kakamega, Vihiga, Homa Bay, Migori, Kisumu, Siaya, Kisii, Nyamira, Kitui, Makueni, Machakos, Tarakaniti, Embu, Meru, Kajiado, Narok, Bomet, Baringo, Elgeyo Marakwet, West Pokot, Turkana, Murang'a, Kirinyaga, Nyeri, Kilifi, Tana River, Kwale, and Taita Taveta. After it reaches maturity, the moment you leave it in the field for a long time, it will start shattering, and that is a great loss to a farmer. That is the end of our lesson for now, or for today, as it pertains the varieties that one can plant when establishing finger millet farming enterprise. And all these varieties can be found they are the cultural improved varieties, so one can use them for maximum production, and that one depends on the agronomic practices. Our next lesson will be looking at all the wood agronomic practices, that is planting, weed management, and top dressing for maximum yields. Thanks for your attention. God bless you.